Coming up on Hawk TV News, Norfolk has a water and sewer director, a Russian opposition leader is convicted, and the Hawks baseball team is off to a stellar start heading into conference play. Welcome into this edition of Hawk TV News. I'm Irvin Doman. We're going to get started with your local news. Thousands of junior and senior high school students representing close to 80 ensembles from approximately 50 schools from Iowa, Nebraska, and South Dakota will take part in the annual Jazz Festival at Northeast Community College. The 40th annual event is a two-day festival set for Monday and Tuesday, March 28th and 29th. In the Cox Activity Center on the Northeast campus in Norfolk. The festival begins at 7:35 a.m. on Monday and 8:35 a.m. on Tuesday. Trophies will be awarded to the top 4 jazz bands and show choirs and vocal jazz choirs in each of the 4 levels of competition. Outstanding instrumental and vocal soloist trophies will also be presented in each division. The city of Norfolk announced that Chad Roberts has been selected as the next water and sewer director. Roberts has worked for the Norfolk Water Division for nearly 25 years. Starting out as a water plant operator, he also served as a water utility worker before being promoted to treatment supervisor in 2009. During his time with the city, Roberts has received numerous awards, including the Nebraska Section American Water Works Association George Fuller Award. Another community event took place in Norfolk this month at the Divots Event Center. 60-plus vendors came and filled more than 200 tables with guns, ammo, collectibles, and so much more. I had a chance to go down and enjoy the Norfolk Gun Show. Many prospective gun buyers traveled from far and wide to check out the Norfolk Gun Show. With 240 tables spread out amongst 62 dealers, it's become a great way to check out the best there is to offer all in one place. This is the 6th year of the show being held in Norfolk, and Terry Regal is the one who decided it was time for one to be here. The main reason Terry wanted one in Norfolk was to have a show closer to home.
Norfolk didn't have one. My wife and I, we do shows all over the state. As vendors. We don't put them on, we're just vendors. And we needed one here close. That's the reason why we started one here, but we do about 24 gun shows a year, and we thought we'd put our own on.
Not only is it close to home for Terry and his family, but hosting the gun show in Norfolk makes it a centralized location for all people. Travelers from neighboring states like Iowa and South Dakota, or people from all over Nebraska can meet in the middle for this show.
Just to draw from the northern states, that people that come down, it's kind of centrally located for, you can get some Iowa people and a lot of South Dakota people to come down, and then that just mixes with the people that normally do all of the Nebraska shows. Now they get to meet people coming from South Dakota and Iowa and the northeast corner of the state.
Having this many people traveling to Norfolk to the gun show is something Terry is grateful for. Making friends with many of the vendors and customers that come in and check out all the products offered at the Norfolk Gun Show. This year's show wrapped up on Sunday, March 6th. To learn more about other shows in the area and when next year's will be held, check out their Facebook page at Norfolk Gun Show on Facebook. The city of Norfolk will be participating in the annual statewide tornado drill Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. It will begin approximately at 10 a.m. This drill offers a time for residents, businesses, and industries to test their severe weather emergency preparedness plans. The morning drill will begin around 10 a.m. with the issuance of a mock tornado warning and activation of outdoor warning sirens about 10 to 15 minutes later. If severe weather is possible that day, the drill may be postponed or canceled. The testing of the City of Norfolk's outdoor warning siren system will officially begin Tuesday, April 5th, 2022 at 9 a.m., weather permitting. Tests will be conducted on the first and third Tuesday of April through September. High school freshmen had the opportunity to get a taste of career opportunities recently. Approximately 475 students from 18 area high schools participated in 38 career sessions and experienced an activity related to that career during Northeast Community College's annual 9th grade career day. Students chose sessions based on their individual career passions through 6 30-minute sessions to experience an activity related to a particular career they are interested in. The students were also provided a free lunch in the college's Hawks Point dining hall and had the opportunity to win prizes. Students at Northeast Community College will have an easier time getting around Norfolk beginning this fall. Hawk TV's Christopher Thiem has more.
Northeast Community College officials have signed a new agreement with Norfolk Area Transit to create a new program called Hawks Ride Free. This will allow students to ride the new forklift flex route bus at no cost to them. Amanda Knipp says she was a board member for this and got to talk about the needs of the students.
Talk about the needs that our students would have on that board as a board member. So then I had the inside scoop as a board member to say, okay, Northeast needs to be a part of this partnership.
This partnership will remove obstacles for students who may not have a car to get around Norfolk and to get to places they need to go, whether it's getting to class, a medical appointment, or running errands. Through the program, students will have access to 2 different bus routes. Both will start at Northeast and end at Walmart. Amanda Knipp says this will benefit the student body by not having barriers in education.
I think making sure that there's not barriers to education, to utilizing a computer lab in the library, utilizing our campus resources, tutoring, so it's even beyond getting to class, but it's even some of those extra things, and hopefully engagement to hop on the route to get to campus for a student activity that maybe they wouldn't have had someone to bring them to before. Now they can hop on that route and do that. So I hope that students can get more connected into campus as well as making sure they make it to class all the time.
Starting in August, to ride forklifts, students will need to show their student IDs for unlimited rides. The service's 3 routes will run every 30 minutes in Norfolk. The first 2 routes start operation this April, while the 3rd route starts in August. To learn more about the Norfolk Area Transit, you can visit their website at norfolkareatransit.com. For Hawk TV News, I'm Christopher Thiem.
Northeast Community College in Norfolk will offer course options in April for those interested in learning the basics of a motorcycle riding. It will be offered Friday through Sunday, April 8th through 10th. Classes will be held in the Northeast Community College Utility Line Building, room 103, just east of the main campus on Benjamin Avenue. It begins with the basics such as turning, shifting, and braking. Then it moves on to more advanced street riding strategies. Professionally trained instructors teach in the classroom and then coach riders in a controlled riding area. Details regarding this course will be sent to students after they register for the motorcycle rider course. To register, you can call 402-844-7000. Northeast has a rich history of athletics, and the men's basketball team has been right there along the way. Hawk TV's Connor Luby has more.
Northeast Community College throughout its history has had a well-rounded verse of athletics, but the one program that has been around the whole time is the Northeast men's basketball team. It got started up in 1928, and today we're going to go on a little bit of a history lesson of the Northeast basketball program as we go to all the different locations that they played at. So let's get started at the current Norfolk Junior High.
And this is where it all started. This is currently now Norfolk Junior High School here on 6th and Passwalk here in Norfolk, Nebraska. But originally this was Norfolk Senior High and Junior High here in town, and Northeast Community College started from the public school system here in town. This is where the Northeast Blackhawks originally played basketball. And that's what all the athletics here at Northeast Community College were called before they were the Hawks. They were the Blackhawks. They played their first 4 seasons here at Norfolk Junior High. They had records of 2-7, 4-9, 10-3, and 3-10 while the program was here for their 4 years at Norfolk Junior College. Coming up after this, we're going to take it on down the road to currently now the YMCA Gymnastics Center, but was formerly the Norfolk City Auditorium. Northeast Community College basketball played games there up until their time at the Cox Activity Center, so let's make our way on over there now. We're outside of the YMCA Gymnastics Center here in Norfolk, and this is the second home of Northeast men's basketball here at the formerly Norfolk Auditorium. This place has got a lot of history, and it played host to the Northeast Community College Blackhawks from 1942 to 1979, which is a really long run, and this is when Northeast basketball really came into its own. Here at this home during the 1950-1951 season was the only year Northeast, or at the time, Norfolk Junior College got to the NJCAA National Tournament in Hutchins, Kansas. In the 1975-76, 76-77, 78-77-78, and 80-81 seasons, the Northeast Community College Blackhawks made the national tournament, but in the National Little College Athletic Association, where they are part of alongside the National Junior College Association during the 1970s, and this was the home of the national tournament. The Norfolk Auditorium, where Northeast played their home basketball games during this time, hosted the national tournament for the NLCAA. Inauguration Day was a day of competition between two schools, and not just from the athletics departments. The whole student body would compete in games like pool, table tennis, bowling, just general athletics and funds, 24 different events, and it would be between Northeast Community College and the then Platt Technical College, which later turned into CCC, Central Community College in Columbus, Nebraska. Originally it was called Migration Day. Trophy was handed out to the winners. They went out to the Norfolk Elks Club for a dance afterwards with both the schools. We just got done discussing the history and every little fun fact that has happened to the Northeast basketball squad while they played here at the Norfolk Auditorium. And now let's head on to our final location that this team's ever played at, where they're playing at today, the Cox Activity Center on campus. Let's head on over there now. Now welcome in here to the Cox Activity Center, now the current home of the Northeast basketball program. We went to the other two places that they played basketball, and this is the last one. We're inside the gym right now. The Northeast basketball team plays here as well, and training and facilities are here as well. A lot of things happen here in the Cox Activity Center, and it's got a lot of history behind it. First games played here for the program were back in 1980. They won against Yankton College in a wintry wonderland. Apparently that day a lot of people had struggles coming out here to the first ever basketball games that were held here. This place has got a lot of memories, and it's only seen two head coaches in its tenure here in the men's basketball program, Fred Johnson and Dan Anderson. Fred Johnson retired in 1998. That's when Dan has stepped up, and he's been coaching this team ever since. He's got an above 500 record here in his tenure at Northeast, and he's always had super successful teams every single time he's played up here. The Cox Activity Center holds a lot of special places in a lot of people's hearts. This place brought a lot of good memories to the Northeast basketball program, and hopefully more good memories to come in Northeast men's basketball.
Coming up on Hawk TV News, Chris will be in to talk about the weather coming soon, and Connor will be discussing the national news. You are watching Hawk TV News.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact. More than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
I'm a licensed practical nurse. I work in rehab, long-term care, and assisted living facilities. When I look at my residents, I see my mom, my dad, and I'm giving the respect and the care I would want. We are protectors of our residents. Their safety, their health, and happiness are three things that we're working on 24/7. We've taken an oath to do that, but it's in our hearts to do that.
Home doesn't just have to be where you sleep or eat. Home is where you are comfortable, confident, and welcomed. The Media Arts Department at Northeast Community College is our home. From the moment you step through the doors, you feel like you gained a family. You'll gain hands-on experience that you can't find anywhere else. It's a decision you'll be happy you made. With classmates and teachers to help at every turn, check out the Northeast Community College Media Arts Department. For more information, go to northeast.edu.
Hello, welcome in to your weather right here on Hawk TV. Currently at the Hawk TV studios, it is 43 and mostly cloudy. A little bit breezy outside, but that is okay. For tonight, it'll be 28, mostly cloudy, and still a little bit breezy. But if we look at your 7-day forecast, on Wednesday, it'll be 43, so we're moving up a little bit in the weather. It'll be mostly cloudy. On Thursday, we move up just a tad bit more again. It'll be 52 and mostly sunny. For Friday, it'll be a beautiful day outside, 54 and sunny. For Saturday, again, perfect day to be outside, doing outside activities. It'll be 56 and mostly sunny. Sunday, perfect weather to be outside. We have baseball games and softball games that day. So if you want to get out and watch, it'll be 66 and sunny. For Monday, it'll be 68 and partly sunny, still perfect. And then we kind of cool down a little bit on Tuesday as it'll be 52 and partly sunny. That is all for your weather. For more weather anytime, you can log on to khwkhawktv.com.
Russian court on Tuesday convicted jailed opposition leader Alexei Navalny on new fraud charges, according to his allies, in a ruling that may keep President Vladimir Putin's top critic in a maximum security prison for 13 years. Navalny, who is currently serving a 2.5-year sentence that the European Court of Human Rights called politically motivated, has used his appearance during the trial to denounce Putin's invasion of Ukraine, which has plunged Russia into economic crisis and international isolation. The conviction comes amid a harsh crackdown on dissent since the start of the war a month ago, with Putin labeling those opposed to the invasion as traitors. This week, Russia banned Facebook and Instagram as extremists, and the authorities have blocked or shut down independent media in order to control access to information. The parents of Ethan Crumbley, the Michigan high school student who's charged with murdering 4 of his fellow students, made a brief appearance in court Tuesday related to charges they face in connection with the tragedy. James Crumbley and Jennifer Crumbley have pled not guilty to 4 counts, each of involuntary manslaughter. They each face a maximum prison sentence of 60 years and maximum fines of $30,000 if convicted on all 4 counts. They appeared before the judge in prison uniforms and in chains. The hearing Tuesday has been scheduled to determine whether the prosecutors have probable cause to proceed with criminal proceedings. West Virginia Republican Governor Jim Justice has signed a new law barring parents from seeking abortion care because they believe their child will be born with disability. Justice posted about the signature of the Unborn Child with a Disability Protection and Education Act on Twitter on Monday. He made the announcement about the new law in a tweet to celebrate World Down Syndrome Day. He said the bill gives deserved respect to our Down syndrome community.
The law prohibits people from seeking abortions because their child will have a disability, except in the case of medical emergency or in cases where a fetus is not medically viable. Pfizer will supply up to 40 million courses of its oral COVID-19 treatment to dozens of poorer nations under an agreement of the United Nations Children's Fund, the company announced Tuesday. Pfizer expects to start supplying the antiviral pills Paxlovid to UNICEF beginning next month and will continue to do so through the end of the year. According to the company, low-income nations will receive the pills at a not-for-profit price, while upper-middle-income nations will pay more under a tiered pricing system, according to Pfizer. The company would not disclose the financial terms of the agreement when they were asked. Coming up, Chris is going to be in with the sports. The baseball team is looking dominant, the softball team is looking better than ever, and the golf team is coming home with some hardware. All this and more here on Hawk TV News.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Know how to wear your face mask correctly. First, wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Put your face mask over your nose and mouth and secure it under your chin. If the mask has loops, hook them around your ears. If it has ties, secure them at the base of your neck and crown of your head. Make sure you can breathe easily. Remove your mask carefully. Untie the straps or unhook the loops from your ears and pull the mask away from your face without touching the front of your mask. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth when taking off your mask. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds immediately after removing your mask, or use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus and coronavirus.gov.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Flace with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. The nicotine in e-cigarettes is addictive and can harm brain development. That's why I worry about teens who try e-cigarettes. Many young people use pod-based e-cigarettes like Juul, which have high levels of nicotine. And because teens' brains are still developing, they can quickly become addicted. The tobacco industry uses fruit and candy flavors to attract young people, often turning them into lifelong users. For more, visit healthychildren.org.
Welcome into this edition of Sports Focus. I'm Christopher Thiem. The 10th ranked Northeast Community College baseball team was again at home Sunday to take on Lake Region State College at Norfolk's Veteran Memorial Field in Norfolk. The 20-2 Hawks took home a sweep of the series, defeating the Royals by a final score of 11-9 in Game 1 and coming out victorious 22-10 in Game number 2. In Game 1, the Hawks and Royals traded the lead often throughout the showdown before the Hawks ultimately came out on top. The Hawks fell behind early by 4 runs early, but Eli Kronkovic was excellent and weathered the storm. Caden Young and Maximo De Leon added to their big weekends as they both clubbed their second homers of the series. Game number 2 was an offensive clinic for the Hawks as they threw up 22 runs on the scoreboard. De Leon added 4 more RBIs to continue his hot streak. Blaine Guthrie came to the plate with bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning and smacked a grand slam to walk off the Royals via a run rule. The Hawks as a team scored 60 runs over the course of the weekend series. The Hawks will begin conference play on the road against Iowa Western Community College. The game is scheduled for 2 p.m. on Thursday in Omaha. The Northeast Community College softball team was at home Thursday at Tahazuka Park to face off with Concordia University JV for a doubleheader. The 11-5 Hawks took the win in Game 1 by a score of 9-0 and followed that performance up with a 7-4 victory in Game number 2. In Game 1, starting pitcher Greta Lindberg was sharp as she tossed her second complete game shutout of the week. Emily Spitz hammered a deep home run to give the Hawks a 6-0 advantage in the bottom of the second inning, and the Hawks never looked back. In Game number 2, it was a tighter contest for the Hawks in this young season. Neither team scored through the first 4 innings, but the Bulldogs were able to push across 4 runs in the top of the 5th inning. They would rally back, however, as Brianna Aguilera drove in 2, Lindbergh drove in 1, Mia Eichhoff scored, and Jade Koch added another to give the Hawks a 4-5 advantage at the end of 5 innings. Starting pitcher Josie Knust drove in 2 more insurance runs to the bottom of the 6th inning to give the Hawks the cushion they needed to secure the win. They will be on the road facing the Concordia Bulldogs again in a doubleheader. Games are at 4 and 6 p.m. The Northeast golf team headed to Nevada for 2 tournaments this week and showed that they can compete at a high level. On Monday and Tuesday, the Hawks competed in the Warrior Invitational at Stallion Mountain Golf Club in Las Vegas, where they got their first chance to hit the links in 2022. Ty Hymas led the way for the Hawks and finished the tournament in a tie for 24th place after carding a 75 and a 77. Cody Sonder tied for 40th place with a 78 and a 77. The Hawks then traveled to nearby Henderson, Nevada on Thursday and Friday for the Legacy Invitational. Sanders cemented his name near the top of the leaderboard and finished the tournament alone in 3rd place. Hymas ended the week in a tie for 19th place, and as a team, the Hawks finished the tournament in 6th place. The Hawks will play closer to home for their next tournament at the DMAC Invitational. The event is scheduled to begin at 8:30 a.m. on April 8th. The Northeast Community College women's basketball team is pleased to welcome in 3 new signees for the 2022-2023 basketball season. Stevie Falls, Alyssa Richards, and Sharissa Hayes all hail from Red Cloud High School in Pine Ridge, South Dakota, where they have found a massive amount of success over their high school careers. As teammates, all 3 players were Lakota Nation Invitational runner-ups, Lakota Nation Invitational champions, state qualifiers in 2020, 7th place finishers in 2021, and state consolation champs in 2022. The madness of March is upon us, and with the basketball tournament comes with upsets like St. Peter's, a team from Jersey City, New Jersey. In the first round, they upset number 2 seeded Kentucky with a score of 85-79. Then in the second round, they defeated the number 7 seeded Murray State by 10 points with a score of 70-60. They are just the 3rd, 15th seed to make the Sweet 16. Still to come here on Hawk TV News, Irvin is in to spill the tea on the host of Saturday Night Live. For April, Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have some news, and former child TV star Amanda Baines is looking to change her life.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
At 1-800-QUIT-NOW, we get it. With free coaching services and nicotine gum, patches, or lozenges, we're here for you. No lectures, no judgment. Call us at 1-800-QUIT-NOW today.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Bro, you need a ride home?
Nah, I got a ride home from Kyle.
Oh, all right, man. Suit yourself. What does he know? Did I miss my turn? Oh,
Every day in the United States, 28 people lose their lives in drunk driving crashes. That is over 10,000 people that are lost every single year. Don't drink and drive. This is a public service announcement of Hawk TV.
Saturday Night Live is unveiling the host and musical guest for April. Lizzo will pull double duty on the sketch comedy show on April 16th. The Truth Hurts singer will serve as both the host and musical guest. The April 2nd show will feature Jared Carmichael as the host and Gunna as the musical act. Jake Gyllenhaal will host the April 9th show with Camila Cabello taking the SNL stage. Kylie Jenner and rapper Travis Scott are changing the name of their newborn baby boy. The 24-year-old reality TV star shared the news via Instagram story, saying she didn't feel like the name Wolf fit her son. Jenner's second child with Scott was born last month. She did not reveal the new name. One Hollywood couple is getting a personal thank you from Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher started a GoFundMe campaign that raised $35 million to help the war-torn country. It's been nearly a month since Russia invaded Ukraine, which prompted the couple to start the fundraiser with a goal of generating $30 million. The funds will go towards a global logistics company, Flexport, and Airbnb. Zelensky says Kunis and Kutcher were among the first to respond to his country's grief. A court hearing set for today will determine the future of Amanda Bynes' conservatorship. The court ordered the former child actress to be placed under the arrangement in 2013. Variety reports she will not be present for today's hearing. The 35-year-old is now engaged and is currently studying at the Fashion Institute Design and Merchandising. Remember, we have news throughout the week on our website at khwkhawktv.com. Also, our sports podcast is live on Thursday at 2 p.m. on our YouTube page at Northeast Broadcasting. That is all for Hawk TV News, and as always, go Hawks!